Hi, it's May 31st, 2014, and the UFC had a double header for today. First they had the UFC Fight Night, Muñoz versus Mussasi. In the main card, Nicholas Backstrom submitted Tom Ninimaki, and Sean Strickland, uh, I think decision, Luke Barnott, CB Dalloway decision, Francis Carmon and Mussasi, made Munoz tap. And this is probably the last time we'll ever see Mark Munoz in the octagon. Probably. He'll either retire or he'll get released. Either one of those two. Because those two defeats that he had, were from high-level fighters, former champions. Machida was a former champion. Musashi was a former champion. A light heavyweight champion in Strikeforce. When Yushin Okami was released, Dana White said that he's turned into a gatekeeper. And that's what I think Mark Munoz has turned into. He's just a stepping stone for this, for these young guys, or maybe these, guys like, guys who are going down to middleweight, and Mashida's debut. He was a stepping stone for Machida when Machida went down to middleweight. He was a tune-up fight. UFC wanted to see how Machida would do in the middleweight, so they, put Mark Munoz in front of him, and he knocked him out in the first. So now, he fought a much younger, up and coming guy in Musashi, and he's just there. I feel terrible for saying this. I just think that he's there just to make all these other guys look good, and I really hope that he considers his options. Maybe he should step down, but you can't tell these guys to do anything really. Fighting's in their blood. Competing is in their. They've been competing all their lives, so you can't really tell them to stop, or they just they just love competing. But I hope that the UFC keeps him, because he's a nice guy. He seems like a really nice guy, and I hope the UFC do not release him. But I have a feeling that they will, and we'll find that out in the coming weeks. The next event that took place was the Ultimate Fighter Brazil 3, but for some reason they're calling it a UFC Fight Night too, for Miocic versus Maldonado. The first fight that I saw was the Damon Maia versus Yakovlev fight. Damon Maia won by decision. And then the next two were the finalists for the TUF 3 on the middleweights: Warley Alves and Marshall Alexander Jr. Both of them are Team Sonnen. Alves submitted Alexander, and it was a guillotine. Just like 30 seconds left in the third and final round, and he submitted him. So he's like the middleweight Ultimate Fighter, Warley Alves, and the heavyweight, it was Antonio Carlos Jr. won by decision against Vitor Miranda. So for the heavyweights in the Ultimate Fighter, Antonio Carlos Jr. is the winner. He looked really good against Miranda. He took him down to the ground. His stand-up looked really good. So, congratulations to Varley Alves and Antonio Carlos Jr. They are now under contract in the UFC. And also the main event, Stipe Miocic KO'd Fabio Maldonado pretty quickly in the first round. Maldonado tried to exchange with Miocic, a much bigger, stronger heavyweight. Maldonado was moving up, I think, and Stipe just ran through him, and it was it was a quick finish, and Maldonado got really hurt. He was seriously hurt. He took a big punch from Miocic, and he had guts. He faced a naturally bigger heavyweight. But that's what I love about these fighters, man. They step up to fight anybody. I think the TUF Brazil 3 finale had better fights than the UFC Fight Night. Muñoz versus Mousasi. Yeah. But that's what I thought about these two events, and I'm also sorry that I just whisper in these videos. The next videos I'm gonna do are I'm be a lot clearer because it's late from where I live now, and I'm so sleepy. And next time I'll definitely be more awake, so I could talk, understand, you could understand what the hell I'm saying. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next fight. The next fight will be, I think, Henderson versus Habilov, another fight night card. I'll see you next time. Bye.